friends, Nick Arnette. Welcome back to Cool People I Know or Meet with Nick Arnette. Hey, we're going to continue the interview with Victoria Garcia-Kelleher today, and we're going to find out what commercial she just booked. All right? Enjoy.
I've been very blessed. I'm very blessed.
Huh.
And I love it. I love doing commercials. They're fun. I'm doing one on Sunday.
What are you doing on Sunday?
Slim Jim.
So what are you going to do in the Slim Jim commercial?
I play a boss who's very snarky because I have what they call resting bitch face.
Really?
Yeah. Right?
What is that face? Can you make that? Oh. There it is.
So I'm doing nothing, but you think I hate you. So I have...
That is pretty good. I was intimidated.
Yeah, it's scary,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So if I just stare at the camera and then go, "You're great," they're like, "Ha ha ha ha."
So you have an audition for that. You go in, and is that that's what they're looking for? So
yeah.
You go in like that?
Well, I mean, I know what the copy is asking for, and then I improvise the ending and play around, and make it my own, make them laugh because they've seen the same ending 1,000 times by this point. So if
you want to make yours a little
made
bit
it up
different.
a little bit, yeah. I mean, legally, you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Or let's put it this way: they're legally not supposed to ask you to improvise. SAG has rules against it.
Right.
So they won't say it, but they'll say, "Don't be tied to the copy."
That's how they do it.
Yeah, which is the subtle way of going, "Be funny."
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, when they say be funny, I remember when I was trying to do commercials, they would expect Robin Williams a lot of times,
Yes.
and I'm nothing like him.
Yes.
But that was so much pressure because that's what they wanted.
Yeah, they want somebody that's going to be able to help up the game of the spot because these ad agencies, they've got a million pieces of copy to write, and it's hard to have things that like hit, like Got Milk, or the things that like become household names. So they like to have somebody who can maybe bring something else to the game.
Well, how many commercials have you done?
I couldn't even tell you.
You can't even count. That's how many.
No, but I've been doing it for 20 years. So,
yeah.
And I've...
Regularly, too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've had great years where I've booked like 10 spots. Mm-hmm. And then I've had, maybe my worst years, maybe 3 or 4.
And that would be a fantastic year for almost anyone.
For a lot of people, yeah.
Those are big commercials.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fun. I get recognized from one commercial my whole life, though.
Which one is that?
I did this Chef Boyardee where I hit pans to stop my husband from talking. And I mean, I got recognized in line at Starbucks. And still, even still, I did an episode of The Middle with Patricia Heaton. And I went into makeup and she was like, "Oh, you're the woman from the Chef Boyardee." And everybody does this, the pots.
Oh,
and I'm like, "Oh my God, I got recognized by Patricia Heaton." It was like dreamy.
Well, I liked you in the one, I think it was Time Warner or something. Was it Daryl
the
from
zombies.
The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who he was because I hadn't watched The Walking Dead.
Okay.
So I was like, "Nice to meet you. How's it going?" "So yeah, your show looks like doing good, huh?" And he was like, "Yeah." I mean, he was lovely and he was really funny.
Oh, that's
He's a
great.
really funny guy. You
So
would never guess it,
no,
right?
I wouldn't guess that at all.
So funny. He kept tagging and adding buttons at the end of the spot, and I was really impressed. And then afterwards, of course, people were like, "You got to do the spot with Norman Reedus," and I was like, "That's a big deal, huh?"
Yeah, wow.
I'm not the, I guess, market for Walking Dead.
Well, I have Netflix, so I just get them in little chunks, so I'm way behind. I don't know.
Yeah. Listen, I just finished Cheers, so.
Well.
I'm rewatching now. Rewatching.
So, but you're doing some other acting as well. It sounds like then. In addition to commercials, you're doing some stuff on series and.
Yeah, when I get, I audition for guest spots or small roles. I think the last one I did was for Jane the Virgin, and I had a recurring thing for Brothers and Sisters for a while, which was pretty amazing because I got to work with Sally Field, which is like.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty. Oof.
Wow.
That's like working the big leagues, man.
Yeah. But everybody out there watching, though, it's just not normal that somebody does this well. And that's the thing, right? Seriously.
Well, yeah. I mean, yes. And it's funny because you say that, and then, of course, I'm still like, why haven't I made it?
Wow. I think everybody, no matter what level they're at, feels that way.
Your thing that you think is and for me, that's like a series. I want to have a sitcom. I want to have a weekly, multicam. It's like the dream world.
Yeah, and I want to be a guy that goes around interviewing people.
And
that's
you
what I want to do.
You're doing it,
yeah,
though. That's
so
the good part.
It's so fun.
You got to do what you want to do.
But commercials, I know it's really fun to talk with you about it because they were heartbreaking for me.
Were they?
After I'd finally get them, I did quite a few in Denver when I moved to LA. really hard to get a good agent.
Yeah.
Finally got out there. Got one, got a commercial. It was a Good Spot Honda, but I was so far out of the main part that
Oh,
final commercial, I
no.
wasn't even in it. Another one that was a car commercial, and they ran out of time when they were shooting that day, so they didn't get to my part. So they said, hey, well, you see you next time. I never heard from them again.
Oh,
so
geez.
it was kind of like that. It was
Yeah.
really just almost like, well, maybe this is not for you. I don't know. It just never happened. But it doesn't happen for a lot of people. But you got to keep going. So here I am,
Yeah,
interviewing
here he
people
is.
that
Look
do
at that.
commercials.
And you're doing what you like
And
more
I like
than
that much
commercials,
better.
so,
Yeah. So now, how do people? You have a website, I believe, right?
I do. Yes, it's my VictoriaGarcia-Kelleher.com.
I'm going to put that in the bottom. Victoria
bottom,
Garcia-Kelleher.
in the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be there.
Yeah.
All right.
Where I have my, links to my pieces I've done, and I did a parody video of all about that bass called "All About That Waist." About basically, if you're thick and if you have big boobs, you're gonna have big bellies. So settle down, kind of.
I like it. So
Yeah.
we'll go over there and
check it
watch
out.
that.
Check it out.
Yeah. And do you have social media accounts too where they can follow you?
I do. They're all on my
They're all there.
webpage. Yeah.
So go to the webpage.
VictoriaGarcia-Kelleher.com.
Hey friends, another 2 parts left to this episode with Victoria Garcia-Kelleher. Next episode we're going to talk more about the commercial business, some of the other things she's done. One really famous person she's worked with, one of my personal favorites actually. All right, that's in the next episode. The one after that, even more famous people. So 2 more parts to this, so be sure you keep on watching Cool People I Know with Nick Arnette. This issue featuring Victoria Garcia-Kelleher. This is great. All right, friends. See you in the next episode. Meanwhile, be cool.